like the new one with Colton. I was like, this motherfucker doesn't have a job. Yeah. They kept going. Yeah, I guess he's like a big, strong guy, so the girls kept being like, he makes me feel safe. I was like, you know, to make a girl feel safe, get a fucking job.
Yeah, a door and a lock.
Yeah,
also,
that's way more effective than muscle.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, what's he gonna?
I was like, what?
You gotta have a job.
It's like, what are they fighting? What are they competing for? This guy.
I always try to sign up for it.
He's never even fucked. He's a virgin.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't fucked and he doesn't have a job.
It's like, this guy's not even a catch.
Dude, he's like a middle school.
Yes.
That's everybody in middle school, boy or girl.
And they just like hold hands and kiss, and they're like, oh, weird. Yeah. And I'm supposed to believe that? They're all about, and so I guess that's part of the joy because it's so phony. But then when I really got a dose of reality is the episodes when they sit with the live audience.
Oh yeah,
and they're 90% women, and they're like, they're so into it. That's what these women fantasize. Fans about a man who can keep them safe, doesn't have a job, and has never had sex. Yeah, they were so invested.
We caught like 3 guys.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
I could do that. I think I don't even like doing sex that much, man. It's really, you know, it's like I feel like it's like meeting somebody during like a busy time of day and having to be exactly on time. I feel like Texas enough. It just makes me kind of nervous.
You set a high standard because, as Jerry Seinfeld once said, and I love, for many guys, sex is just like a car crash. Because it's just lots of noise, confusion, screeching.
Yeah. And then you guys are standing in a room, and then you're just 2 people that have just fucked that are in a room together.
Right. What now?
Yeah.
Watch The Bachelor.
Yeah. Well,
You
that's
told
just going
somebody
all
you
the time.
were
They should channel that 24-hour bathroom channel.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Did you see? Actually, I want to show you some videos.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the guy rapping for Hannah B? Did you know how they bring out these guys?
You can watch it right here.
Right
oh, this is
great, dude.
Now Colton's handsome.
I mean, he's handsome.
He is handsome.
And
Do you not like him because he's handsome at all? Do you have a thing against handsome guys?
No, I do not. Yeah. In fact, I would say, when I was younger, I used to resent handsome guys.
Yeah.
But as I've matured, and as I found my own, listen, I don't need anything. I'm good. I don't resent handsome guys. So I look at him, I say, that's a handsome guy. His dick is probably so small, that's why he's never fucked.
You think?
His dick is probably like the size of a Tic Tac. Why would that guy not ever fuck? Why would that? It doesn't make sense.
Maybe he's just real sheepish, you know?
Sheepish? Because his dick's the size of a little fucking baby acorn, not even like a fully grown acorn. I don't know why.
You think, man?
That's what I.
It seems like you don't really like it.
Yeah. Well, to me, I don't know. I don't dislike him, but it's just a guy. He's just a fucking guy.
Right.
I see. He's just a guy on the street that I pass by, and all the. Well, what are these girls? What do they know about him other than he's attractive?
Right.
Yeah, I guess I am angry.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
My life is that I'm angry, and I'm angry at a lot of things, and I don't know I'm angry.
Right. I get that, man. I get angry a lot of times, dude. Like, I find myself fucking angry, bro. And I'm just like, what am I so angry at?
Yeah, I hate.
And people are like, what can I do for you? And I'm still angry. Shut up. Yeah.
Yeah. I get mad at everything.
Wonder what that comes from, man. That makes me mad too, because it's so funny you said that, man. I'm in a fight in my life right now where it's just like I'm angry about stuff sometimes, and everything is going okay.
And then that makes it worse.
And why do I deal with it with anger? Yeah. Why do I even meet with anger? Yeah.
You get mad at yourself. You get angry at yourself. The real truth is that I believe it's self-loathing.
Like, so no matter what is going on,
the source of anger is yourself, so you can't escape it. Like, if you react the way you react, it all comes down to how you feel about things. And if the way you're reacting to things is frustrating you, or you're not enjoying the way you're reacting unhealthy, like I always get angry or irritable.
Yes.
So you hate yourself, and you get tired of being, this is dark, it's kind of dark, but you get tired of being yourself in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's an anger that's always there at yourself, so it kind of bubbles out.
Right. Yeah, but
I don't know.
No, I think that's true. There's an anger somewhere inside of me, always at myself for some reasons that are probably even invisible, or probably at some point in my life I thought, I thought bad things about myself, thought negative things. I experienced things that something was wrong with me, so I got angry at the way that I was. So yeah, maybe there's a bunch of anger there, but then like, how do I beat it? So probably helping other people somehow. I think
that's a beautiful thought. I haven't developed that far yet. I'm still selfish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think how to beat it, because it can't stay inside you forever.
Right.
No, that's really wise. I've just started like therapy and taking antidepressants.
Oh wow, you're just there. You just got.
I started that like 6 months ago. And before that, I was a fucking mess, bro. Like, could not function.
Wow.
Like, I literally couldn't function. So that's been...
it's painful, man. People think then you're mean, too, sometimes.
Right.
Not saying you. And I've ever heard that. I'm saying that.
I thought I was mean.
But that's the thing. And then you can't function. It's miserable being miserable.
That's the worst.
It's miserable,
and then,
man.
like you said, you've got everything going for you. You got a dream job, you're married.
Wife, you got that non-zygote.
It's all going on. Way beyond zygote.
Her trimester super wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, a lot of blessings, huh?
And then you're like,
it's funny, dude. I keep talking about it because
you find yourself you're angry a lot recently.
Yeah, just I don't know what it's at, and I don't let it out very much, but it's like, I just don't know why I'm just so frustrated,
You get angry at something.
When you don't let it out, then it comes out in a different way that you're not even aware. Right? Like, I don't know, I noticed.
Oh, about me? What about me? I was a fucking, I don't know how you tolerated me.
Not necessarily you. I had this weird, like, shoulder pain.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna sound crazy, but I had this shoulder pain that started out of nowhere, and then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse until when I would get it, it would last for like a week, and I couldn't function. And like, I did all the tests and MRI, whatever, and everything was fine. Sorry.
Sip water.
Yeah, take your time. I get nervous sometimes when there's dead air, but really there's nothing wrong.
You know what? That wasn't that bad of a dead air moment. Sometimes I'll be listening to shows, and the dead air goes for so long, you gotta like open your phone and see that it's still playing.
Yeah. Oh, there's one where a guy died. There's
what? Literally dead air.
And people are like, "Oh shit, man!" And people, the funny thing is, you'll be listening if you don't know he died. You're like, "What the fuck, man?
What? That's
Are you
real?
fucking with me again?
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Like, this production's a real piece of shit. This is so much dead air,
motherfucker.
Bro, that's a fucking suave move. If you're gonna die,
So, okay,
go in a dead air. But anyway,
Dead air. Yeah.
so
Let's go back to a live air.
I ended up, you actually bought me this book about the pain treatment. I don't remember what it was
I heard
called.
Howard Stern. I'm a fan of Howard Stern, and he was. And this sounded like pseudoscience, the stupidest shit ever. But he's always going on and on about this doctor. He's a genius. He saved my life. He's light years ahead. And I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna buy this book for Ela.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I'll look up the name.
Because there's people out there with back pain that probably want to know.
Yeah, man, I have a partial discectomy.
What is that?
They took out part of my disc.
Oh.
At the hospital.
Were you injured?
Yeah.
So I'll find it in a second, but I started reading this book, and like, it sounded like complete bullshit at first, and I almost like just gave up on the book. But I kept reading, and at first he's just describing your symptoms, and it was like spot on, exactly what I was experiencing. And then he describes the kind of personality that usually happens to, and it was exactly me too. And then he starts explaining that basically it's actually psychological, and it comes from something that caused a bunch of anger in you that you weren't aware of, and your body you weren't letting it out, so it ends up manifesting itself in this way.
That makes sense.
The pain. And it was like, it's gonna sound crazy, but the treatment is just understanding that that's what it is, and then it actually goes away. And it went away.
I don't
He
believe
didn't
shit.
stop.
I'm the most cynical
He
asshole on this
saw
earth.
how much I was suffering. You saw how much I was suffering
Yeah, no,
from this.
she wouldn't even wear necklaces.
I stopped wearing
She was
necklaces,
Oh,
jackets, even like anything a little heavy.
those
With,
are real sensitivity, huh?
yeah,
Mm.
and I
So she read this fucking
thought
book.
the ending was just kind of
Bunch of bullshit.
testimonials or whatever. I just didn't read that part. But
Dude, who reads a whole book? Also,
I got-
murderer?
I got what I no, but like that was a real shocking thing to me because I truly never believed in life in that kind of like mystical connection, like mind and body, like that literal healing back pain. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it was called.
yeah, I think that's what it's.
And the guy, he don't fucking know the title. It's just called healing back pain.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, man, because I have pain. I think a lot of it does come from stress and hiding in different places and stuff like that. My mother goes to a tapping place. They do a tapping, like the people that tap you and
They just slap you around.
yeah, basically, really, yeah. I mean, you got to pay them, you know. Dude, I used to go downtown when I first moved here. A couple of Vietnamese dudes would beat the fuck out of you for $40, $50, $70, and they put you in that dog suit, the bite suit that they have, you know, at FBI training. And next thing you know, dude, these guys were beating the shit out of you. And bro, when you left there, you didn't have a lot to worry about.
Oh, give me I'll get that recommendation from you.
Yeah, I don't know if you know it's still open. I can text that. Nobody's still
Yeah,
open.
it's healing back pain.
Healing back pain. But so,
John,
how do you, when you get angry, do you get angry at like inanimate objects or people? Like, how do you show your anger, your frustration, or yourself?
It's a good question, man. I think I get angry at inanimate objects. I lose my ability to have empathy or sympathy, you know, in brief moments. And a lot of times for me, it's about control. Anything where there's like control, like I don't want somebody controlling me. I don't like somebody telling me what to do. Which makes it sometimes tough for me to work with others, but I'm recognizing that those are two different things now, so I can start to have a little bit more peace about them. But yeah, so when I feel like somebody's trying to tell me what to do, or there's control, or somebody didn't treat, or it's not, somebody's not being fair to me or to someone else, like those are the things that really, like fairness, I feel like is very, you know, that makes me just so angry. I feel like. But yeah, when I get angry, it just, yeah, sometimes it's just like this gremlin inside of me that just wants to fucking escape, you know. And I don't know. Sometimes I'll just, I'll be rude. I'll be short with people sometimes, and usually it's people that I work with, so it's like more in a work environment. Fortunately, I feel like I'm able to come back around and like recognize it a lot of times, but I still wish that I could eradicate it, you know.
The worst is I totally feel the same way. I don't think I really had. I don't understand my triggers, but I would get in these really pissy, and I would come in here to the office and I'd be short and just fucking such a bitch, you know.
Yeah.
And I so didn't want to be that way. And I'd be like, even in my own head, like, oh, it's one of those days where I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah, where I'm an asshole, or I'm like, because then you're really at a certain point, I'm being a victim. I am being a weak to whatever is controlling me. And so that started to be like, that just recently started to be like, even in this conversation, I need to find some healthy means to be able to figure that out and process it so that I don't let this anger have control over me, because it shouldn't, you know, because then it just affects other people, and you don't want to be mean to other people. You don't want to hurt anybody, especially people that are always like being supportive or trying to help.
Exactly.
You
The worst.
You
You can't appreciate people. You become so cynical, right? And then like, fuck, like that guy, he fucked up and he didn't do this and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because your lens, you got that dark lens on him.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it's a perspective thing, and it's true.
And then when you put on those fucking clear glasses, that is reality.
Yes, like, oh, this guy's tried his
This
best,
guy's the best.
and like I do everything perfect. Fuck no.
Oh yeah, and then I'm the guy who shows up at the last minute who's a fucking asshole, doesn't do shit, comes here, leaves, them work, and they're the assholes.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I know. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that.
And I would hate that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I think the deep truth is that knowing you would hate that guy if you met him.
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck that. That guy's a fucking douche.
Yeah. Why would he be like that? Yeah, it's sad. And that's what I would also think about that guy. That's sad, man. It's sad that he feels that way. It's sad that he has so much anger about something. It's sad that he can't see the joys in his own life, you know? Yeah, it's I don't know. I think this conversation is even kind of helpful to think about. It doesn't happen to me a lot, but I do notice it happens to me. Some of it is like, how much stress do I want to put on myself? Am I trying to do too much? Am I reaching outside of my means so that my system is trying to tell me, hey man, like, this isn't some of your path. You're being tempted by wannabe and
Right. That's true. There's truth to that. I found that to be true. It's hard to recognize those signals too. It takes wisdom.
yeah, I think it's hard to recognize them. It takes even having conversations like this. I think,
Yeah.
you know, and
I think a lot of people, I think everybody to one degree or another can relate.
oh yeah,
You don't have to be in any position. And so I think that I love having conversations like this because on a personal level,
yeah,
I love it. I love hearing what you're going through.
yeah,
Someone who's in a similar situation to me. But then other people who, everyone blames themselves. I think in general, I know I have a problem, and I think people in general have a problem, like genuinely loving themselves. Or
yeah.
you don't have to love yourself. You just can tolerate yourself.
It almost sounds like insane to me.
Yeah.
The idea of loving yourself.
It is maybe insane. I don't know, but
Like, what do you mean by that? Sorry to interrupt you.
Because I'm so not capable of
Yeah.
loving myself that it almost sounds to me like a joke when you say
it's
it.
like
Oh,
weird.
wow,
You're like
really?
a little psycho almost.
Yeah,
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah,
that crazy.
I actually feel the same way. Like it almost. Well, then it's like, what are you, a narcissist when you love yourself? Not that great.
right,
The fuck do you?
right. But yeah, but see that, and whatever that part is in us, that thing will never stop. That
Yeah.
thing will always hit the ball from one side of the court and then go to the other side with the same rack, and that thing is, whatever that thing is that tells you that thing doesn't care about us at all. That thing is like that's the dark heart.
Yeah.
That's the thing that lives in us that does not care about us at all.
Mm,
You know, it'll hit the ball back and forth forever,
mm,
and you'll just fucking be this guy that plays this game, or not you or any of us. You know, we'll be this person that plays this game that's not even real. And we weren't even, you know, could have walked off the court and had a blast.
mm. That's the fucking. That's a great analogy. You're a wordsmith. Did you know that?
I don't know about that, man.
You got to accept the compliment
Thanks, man.
because it's the same part of us that doesn't accept compliments too.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
You're like, I'm not a wordsmith.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You're right.
Just a guy.
That's sweet of you. Well, I appreciate, you know, you guys are nice to have you. It's a nice conversation. And it's nice to catch you guys at a time in your life, you know, like I get scared about like maybe, you know, getting in a relationship and having a family and that kind of stuff. It's interesting to see that you guys are thinking about some of these things right now when you're about to have a baby. And
Definitely.
yeah, by influencing a kid, you know, you can really change the way that things happen in the world and things that happen in our own lives, you know. We can, you know, cut off, you know, bad things that have gone down our own, you know, tributaries of genealogy, and we can change them, I think, you know, with good parenting and with you know, with thinking about these kind of things.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. We'll see. We'll see how badly we fuck him up. It's more like a measure of like how bad did we fuck this kid up. Right?
It's crazy. We are that bad parent. Now it's like almost every parent, it's like they were a bad parent, huh?
I think it's a generational thing, right?
I think so.
We're all kind of fucked up parentless people in a way. I feel like I'm parentless in so many ways.
When I think about the way my dad was treated by his parents, it was really
Oh my
fucked up.
goodness. They were like,
Wow.
he slept in a barn on hay.
Oh wow.
No, he didn't.
Hey, he's not that
Well,
bad. I
not
don't think you
far
say
from
on
that.
the egg.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
think Well, because they settled
Because
Israel
they
out of
settled
sand.
in Israel.
They're
They
like-
didn't even have a house at
We're
first.
sleeping on the sand
I
tonight.
think so. You weren't far from this.
Yeah,
really.
guess I'm joking, but that's real. Yeah, those motherfuckers have
But and he was like one of 10 siblings.
Jeepers.
And I'm sure the parents didn't pay attention
But
to
you're right.
any of them.
It'd be hard to.
Yeah.
You're right. And it's kind of we're getting, I think generationally we're becoming better.
Yeah, or maybe, and also part of our spirit, I think, is becoming weaker. That like you know, we get told we're a lot more in this self-help time. You know, I noticed like my mother, you know, later in her life has read more self-help books. Like that kind of thing has become more of a maybe introspection. Maybe our kids will be more on the way out of that. Maybe where they're just living their lives and not examining. It's almost a blessing to be able to sit here and examine what our lives are like, you know,
Because otherwise it'd be like, you know, fucking
fighting
in
animals.
shelter,
Yeah,
hunting leopards,
Yeah. When you're
we need to do
survival
some of
mode,
that, I think.
you don't have time.
real salt of the earth shit.
We need some fucking survival.
I need to watch Bachelor.
Well,
That's why I'm so anxious to watch fucking Bachelor.
watch Gold Rush, dude. Man
I
up.
watch Gold Rush sometimes. Those guys are great. You're like, man, fucking spent all winter in Alaska, blowing up mountains, and I make $200. It was a good one.
Man versus Wild.
Who hunts gold?
Man versus Detroit. Have you seen that?
Detroit.
It's not
What is that there?
a good show though. Just some guy just trying to survive in Detroit.
Oh yeah, you're fucking with me.
Well, there's a lot of chances.
That's
to
probably the
survive
most
there.
dangerous
Yeah,
of all.
yeah. A lot of missing Dateline. A lot of that shit. You know, a lot of people go missing in Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost becoming the thing to do. Like, have you seen Larry? No.
It's like an escape room, high level escape room. Actually, there's a company I heard they, you know, they have like
high level escape room.
yeah, they, you know how they have like really cool paintball obstacle courses, paintball war.
Yeah.
That's Detroit essentially.
Somebody opened up a Gaza Strip paintball place. You heard that?
That's fucked up. No,
Yeah, I did hear that.
no,
Actually.
you're fucking.
I'm trying to think of where that's at.
I think
Here?
yeah.
It's somewhere out in LA. It's somewhere out. Yeah.
And one side is Israeli and one side is.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I hear it's a real fucking showdown over there.
That's the best, man. And then the Israeli side, you get the Israeli side, you get like flyby paint buckets. Just drop paint on the Palestinians.
But it's not as it's mostly American Jewish people that are up there. So it's like a lot of inhalers, a lot of people with asthma.
Yeah, but it's yeah, but it's fine because they have got like just tubs of paint for this guy. There's
Yeah, they got a good deal on paint.
Yeah.
They have brushes that are running around. They have the rollers.
How much time we got? Oh, we still got 30 minutes. I'm savoring every minute with this.
Yeah, well, we can go back into that Einstein conversation, man. The future traveler.
Because
Yeah.
so Einstein is like humanity. He's a guy. He's like a paradigm shift guy. Like nothing was the same after him. Right. Just one guy out of billions, and that's the numbers game. Like Einstein could have easily. He almost got wiped out by the Nazis.
Did he really?
Yeah, he escaped World War II to America. He survived barely. He almost got wiped out. The millions and millions of people that were wiped out, just imagine what could have been lost, the potential that one person has to change the world forever.
Did got a little line.
Yeah. You know? And so I think about that, and then how it's such a numbers game, right? Like you've got all of humanity, and then like every 1,000 years, one dude comes along who's so fucking smart to change everything.
He's like, what the fuck have you guys been doing? You got cheese and bread, you have no sandwiches.
There was a guy that did that. His name was William Sandwich.
Really?
On Wikipedia, look it up.
Oh, wow. William Sandwich. I'll look that up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Einstein was that guy, dude, and that's why I thought maybe he could be from the future, because if you come from the future, this shit is just shit. You know, you got a little pad.
It's like that from Back to the Future, pretty much.
But yeah, how could you know that much and to be of the same like?
You know, there's evidence that there are time travelers. You know why? I've heard this. There's a paradox, and it makes sense. If there was time travelers, wouldn't they have already come back already?
You're saying there's evidence that there is time travel?
That there's not.
That there's not.
If there was humanity ever had the chance to time travel, wouldn't they have already visited? Like the dude. It's
Oh, I
weird.
see. So from the
Wouldn't
future,
they have
would they
already
have come back and
visited?
seen us?
Yeah,
Would they be here and be like, oh, from the future?
they would always have been here.
Right. But if
Always.
But you wouldn't necessarily know.
they, right, if they tell you they're a time traveler,
But there's
Fake.
you.
fake.
Right.
It was like, hey, I'm at this time. No way, everybody would be an HR issue. People
Someone told me that once, and it made a lot of sense to me. But now it doesn't feel that good at a point.
You always gotta go unnoticed.
I know, but they fuck it up so bad in the movies. Like, just imagine what it would really be like. Because reality is always stranger than fiction.
Right. Oh, that's a great point. I think they would probably send a woman. I think
A gay woman,
woman could keep a secret better than a man.
a lesbian.
Dude, a lot of times, if it's at late at night after 1 a.m., dude, you know, I'm 11 p.m. and under for lesbian.
A great woman.
Yeah.
Probably a little.
Because a lesbian, I think, if you sent somebody into a time where their sexuality was like kind of still not rare. I mean, it's not that rare anymore. But if it were, you know, if they may be too much under they might already. You want them to be unnoticed. I would feel like.
Right. Lesbian's kind of conspicuous.
Yeah, it'd be like, but then maybe it would be so obvious and on point, like, oh yeah, you would never expect. It would be like, oh, that's you know, that lesbian woman. She's also a time traveler. Nobody's doing all that, you know. That's a lot, you know.
Nobody's got that much.
Yeah,
That's just unrealistic.
you gotta have. I mean, I can't imagine.
Unlike time travel.
And plus, lesbians are always partying, you know, doing fucking woodwork.
God, I
And
wish I was gay. And I wish I was gay, and I wish I knew more gay people, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. My buddy used to be gay, and we worked at we were bus boys. He
Yeah, what
died.
happened?
He
Oh,
ate
that
a
was
bunch
a
of pills and drove into an embankment. Yeah,
Oh,
my boy
that's
Billy
what's
Conforto, so R.I.P. actually. And he but he was like the first gay guy I ever met, you know. And he was a boxer too, and he was Italian. And he yeah, and dude, he was like the toughest guy I ever knew. We were both bus boys, and I don't even know what we're talking about. What were we talking about?
Gay time travel. Yeah.
He would have told me. That's the thing. Another thing, a lot of gay men I find, if you tell me of a secret, then they want to know about it, you know. But because they think it's going to be that you're gay and then you can be buddies, you know. But if the secret is I'm from the future, that'd be like, fuck, you know, whoa, back my little bag of coke. I'm trying to fucking hear about this, you know. I'm trying to meet a nice guy tonight.
Man.
So I think that.
So in short, Einstein is a time traveler.
Know that much, have that big of a different scope. One brain of billions of people, the odds.
But that's at one of the billion. That's how you explain it, right? He's got, just like Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton, this guy was so fucking smart. He literally invented calculus. Calculus did not exist until an apple hit this motherfucker on his bushy ass, goofy looking hair. And he's like, bro, what the fuck is gravity? Like, why did that apple fall? Nobody ever even thought about that. They're just like, you know, here's the ground. Just walk around on it. And he's the first dude who was like, no, like, why does shit fall to the earth?
Right.
You know?
Wow, that's fascinating.
And then he made calculus as the math that he created to support it. And calculus, you know, everyone's like, oh, fucking calculus is coming up. That's the hardest shit to learn. Like, that motherfucker's like, no, I made that when I was like 22. I made all
It's
that.
a recipe.
Yeah.
Something I have over here in the kitchen. Dang, dude, imagine. Yeah. So that's interesting, man. So his whole thing was, okay, at that point in time, you could watch something and then you could figure out the stuff behind it. Like, why. Let me make a.
Yeah, I think he was like the father of physics, basically. He invented. I'm you know. Yeah, and just a disclaimer for all the physicists, for all the scientists watching this who are talking about what an ignorant fucking asshole I am. Yeah, I'm an ignorant fucking asshole, so probably got some things wrong.
Yeah, and if you think I'm ignorant, I am.
Yeah.
So,
Someone's working on an exposed video right now about how Isaac Newton invented calculus is Nazi propaganda.
I'm trying to think about it. But here's the thing. So, I bet time travel, though, if I really had to think about it, to have that different one super brain, as you're saying, like if some guy came in right now and said, hey, what you guys don't realize is like, maybe it's a guy who wrote the book that like your feelings are connected to your muscles, and there's this simple little exercise or this equation that we don't even realize it could take us to a whole new level of how to exist. Oh damn, boy!
Wait, okay.
Isaac Saint Laurent, bro. He might have been a dang lady. Now he could have been a dang lesbian. Wait, no.
And what else?
You don't think, bro?
Oh, why are all these geniuses have the bombest hair?
Because man, you gotta have that shit.
Einstein's bomb ass hair. Look at that shit. You fucking kidding me? Wow. That's like a ladies' coat too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, bro.
Pretty chic.
It's a nice coat, huh?
Dude, he's got the best quotes too. Rub your cunt in my face while I diddle my ass off. What I tell you, dude, this guy's a smart motherfucker.
I think he was in Sigma Epsilon, dude. Are you sure that guy is that quote is from him? He's crazy. What was he in a frat?
Yeah, definitely, man. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. Take that in there. Take that in for a minute. I don't. People make up quotes, by the way. This is the thing. People would be like, "Oh, Albert Einstein said this," and then you got to take it with like a lot of impact, but it's just some kid like a fifth grader.
Yeah. Imagination is more important than knowledge. I remember he said that. I think.
And that's true in his case because of the thought experiment.
That was my favorite thing. I remember I saw they had it at Disney World when I was a kid, and we ate a little bit of, acid.
At Disney, is that awesome?
It was awesome, dude. And dude, I'll tell you this: when you're on acid, bro, Japanese people are the most welcoming. I'll say that by far.
Oh,
By
well,
far.
I guess they don't make very many assumptions about what they expect.
Right. They don't go into life. They don't have a ton of
Many assumptions.
that a acid. Look, I remember he said that. I think.
Ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. Take that in there. Take that in for a minute.
I don't.
People make up quotes, by the way. This is the thing. People would be like, "Oh, Albert Einstein said this," and then you got to take it with like a lot of impact, but it's just some kid like fifth grade.
Yeah. Imagination is more important than knowledge. I remember he said that. I think.
And that's true in his case because of the thought experiment.
That was my favorite thing. I remember I saw they had it at Disney World when I was a kid, and we ate a little bit of, acid.
At Disney, is that awesome?
It was awesome, dude. And dude, I'll tell you this: when you're on acid, bro, Japanese people are the most welcoming.
Yes, they don't make very many assumptions about what they expect.
Right. They don't go into life. They don't have a ton of expectations.
They're like, "Oh, white people are just fucking crazy, and I don't understand anything he's saying anyway." Because we're just a language barrier.
But we interacted with every group that night, and by far the most genteel and accepting were Japanese.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that you were there in Japan.
Oh no, we were in Orlando. We're in Orlando, Florida. But yeah, I think time travel, man. Oh, when you gotta meet people, man, when you're on acid.
See, I've never had a good experience on acid. I've tried it like 5 times, and every time I just get stuck in my head and I get super anxious, and I cannot allow myself. Like I force myself to stay grounded, and I never really let myself float up. I force myself to be anchored, and so it's a constant pull.
God, I can relate to that.
Trying to live, but trying to crawl to the ground. So I have problem with psychedelic drugs in general because I don't like you said. Yeah, I guess it's a control thing.
Yeah, maybe when you said that, I want to live, but I'm anchored. That's what it made me feel. Originally, I can relate. That same feeling. That's how I get sometimes whenever I've done that. And man, I wish I could be like out here like this, but I just can't for some reason. I just can't like let go of myself enough because I'm just, if I do, what'll happen? Yeah,
It's scary. And I'm afraid of changing
yeah,
or losing my mind or something, or just actually, you know what it is like, I'm afraid of just being in a different state of mind. It's so weird.
yeah.
Even with weed, I can't enjoy weed because I have the same exact reaction.
Yeah,
I hate it, but I wish I liked it.
Yeah, me too. I wish I was
so
that
bad.
dude.
I liked it.
I wish I got high on fucking, ate a couple ice cream scoops off of somebody's fucking back,
Hell yeah.
Put a couple fucking scoops on your cousin fucking Lance and have him, right,
Damn.
it's fucking,
Is that meth or weed?
get lactic off of butter, whatever.